There are more than 8,000 war graves in Wales commemorating the men and women who died during the two world wars. For many of us, they're simply names on headstones. But with your mobile phone, you could access a wealth of information about their lives and wartime exploits. Carwyn Jones reports.
Every headstone tells a story. This one belongs to Barbara Williams. During World War II, she served in the Women's Auxiliary Air Force, monitoring enemy planes. At the age of 17, she was killed in an air raid, one of the first casualties on the home front. Her great-nephew regularly visits her grave here in Cardiff, but today he's brought along his mobile phone. Scanning this special QR code at the cemetery allows him to access a host of information about his great-aunt and some of the other men and women, 200 in all, whose names appear on these war graves.
If my great-aunt were here to see these QR codes and how they work and the technology that we have today to pass information, that she'd be excited. I think the technology of her day, she was probably at the cutting edge of that technology. Communications was what she was involved in, so I would have thought that it would make perfect sense.
The Commonwealth War Graves Commission is placing these QR codes in 500 cemeteries around the world in 35 countries, including here in Wales. The idea is to give people much more information about the lives of the men and women who died during the two world wars. You'll usually find QR codes in advertising campaigns or in shops, telling us about products we can buy. Their appearance in cemeteries is a way of getting a new generation engaged in wartime history. And if you're a dab hand at technology, you can even install one yourself. Joe Davies lost his father 2 years ago. He's buried here in Bridgend. Charles Davies served as a merchant seaman and survived the deadly Arctic convoys when he and his crew were hunted day and night by German U-boats. After his death, Joe, who's an IT developer, decided to install a QR code on his father's grave. It costs less than £100 and it takes visitors to a website containing old photographs of Charles, his wartime records, and even a video of him discussing life on the seas.
Putting together all the memories and gathering the photographs that I have on my father, I found that to be extremely therapeutic for myself as his son. And I just felt it's all part of the grieving process, is part of like honouring his memory.
These QR codes serve as a living, virtual memorial, taking you beyond the names on the gravestone to reveal the stories of those who lie buried here. An interactive archive, placing the past at our fingertips.
Well, it's bye-bye Bertha and hello to autumn life.